I have had some ups and downs. Had some good times and not so good times, but overall life's been pretty good. I had a good job when I left school to start off life with, and then I proceeded to work for the PMG department and eventually become a cable jointer. I had my moustache when I was around 8. I started to grow facial hair quite young, which was quite different to what most of the other boys had. I decided to cultivate it and do different things with it. And sometimes it was bushy and sometimes it was I just trimmed back a bit. I had a grandfather who had a moustache and I used to learn off him how to trim it back and cultivate it and look after it. Life in Bracknell was really good. It was only a small town and it was self-sufficient. We went off hunting and had some good experiences doing hunting until I'd heard rumours about up in the mountain area where there was a mob, I would call them a mob, of giant wild rabbits. And so I was up there one day just by myself, which turned out to be a rather dangerous thing to do. And all of a sudden I was confronted by this large rabbit. It was big as a greyhound. And there we were looking at one another. It was a strange looking creature. It had all the head and ears and the buck teeth and everything of a rabbit, but it had quite a long tail. And rumour was, and legend was, I should say, that somewhere many, many years ago, a large rabbit, somehow got crossed with a Tasmanian tiger. And as I stood there, this rabbit lunged at me. I tried to fight it off. I grabbed it by its ears and pulled its head away from me, and it leapt up at me. As we rolled to the ground, it tore into my trousers and ripped the trousers leg, and the rabbit then decided to leave, and off it went and ran away with the trousers into the bush and left me there with quite a frightening experience that I had to go through. So of course I went back and told everyone in Bracknell about what had happened, and then they decided they'd get a posse together and head up into the hills and try and find this mob of wild rabbits, and eventually they tracked them down, and lucky for everyone in the area they exterminated them. So thankfully the rabbits were wiped out. Not very much publicity was given to it. There was a small piece in the Examiner at one stage, but it wasn't taken much notice of, or people didn't seem to be very excited about it. In the winter time, it was quite cold, so it was really unfortunate the rabbit ripped the trousers that much. From time to time, as that leg got colder, you'll take the trousers off and turn them round and put it on the other leg. You warm that leg up, you just rotated the legs round. Well, in the 60s, that's when I'd left school and started to work and come into Launceston to work, and the Vietnam War had come about and everyone was worried that they'd be conscripted into the army. We then got into the kind of the hippie mode where we all started to wear outlandish clothes and everything. Quite bizarre, really. There was a bit of marijuana around. Personally, I didn't engage in too much of it, but...
Too much of it? Sorry, so you did have some?
I had a few puffs of it, yeah, just... I didn't inhale, though. Oh, look at all these lovely chips. I enjoy being retired, and I guess it helps that I've got 2 grandchildren to look after, and young people kind of have a different attitude to things, and that carries you along and progress along as best as you can, and look at things in a positive way, and enjoy life as you go along.